Aloha friends! It is early on a Sunday morning and I thought, what? Nobody's up yet. What a better time to show you how to make my protein sparing bread orange rolls. I'm actually gonna do orange cream cheese rolls with protein sparing bread. Whatever, same thing. But there's basically 0 carbs. They're super good. The reason I thought about this is I had a phone client yesterday and she said, Maria, do you remember Pillsbury? They had these orange rolls, these orange sweet rolls that were really, really good. I was like, I've never had them. But I thought, why not make some? That's how a lot of times I think of these recipes. People will say, hey, have you tried this? Or I remember something I had with a little kid. But get your ovens on because these are, they look really complicated, the recipe does. But this is why I love doing videos, because you can see just how easy they are to make. So let's get in the kitchen. Now, if you don't like orange, don't go away because you can make these any flavor. I made orange yesterday, so today I think I'm going to do cherry. I have a whole bunch of different things I can make, different flavors. If you want a cinnamon roll, this is the same technique, so stay tuned. I'm also gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the extra yolks, and it's gonna be easy ice cream, so check out the video. So to start, I'm gonna have 6 eggs, and I'm gonna put the whites into a large bowl. You don't need a stand mixer for this. You actually don't need a stand mixer for my protein sparing bread either. It just makes it a little bit easier. And I'm gonna put the yolks into another bowl. Oh, I have a little bit of a yolk in here, so I'm gonna have to get that out. The egg whites don't whip if there's fat in it. So that's why you wanna make sure your bowl's clean. And then there is a little yolk in there, just scoop it on out. I think I got it. Okay, great. Oh no, man, bummer. I'm not wasting this egg. See, things happen to everybody. And there. Everything's clean, I promise. This is what happens with farm fresh eggs. These are from the neighbor. That's why they're all beautiful colors. So, into there. I'm a bit like Julia Childs. Just pick the chicken off the floor, right? If you haven't watched that Julia show on HBO, it's probably like one of my top favorite shows ever. I love, love, love it. So good. I'm actually gonna grab another egg because I know I didn't get a whole egg in there. Yeah, it'll be fine. They'll just be a little smaller. Okay, cool. So now I need to wipe my hands because they're full of egg white goo. And you're gonna wanna add some salt. I actually am not gonna add cream of tartar just because I'm kind of a pro at this. I do it all the time. So I'm gonna add allulose, 1/4 of a cup, and salt. And I always use red bin real salt because it comes from the ancient seas of Utah, so there's no microplastics in it. All right, so those are the 3 things you want in your bowl, and then you're going to whip that together like this. So now that the egg whites are very stiff, you can see that they look like marshmallows, we're gonna add our dried egg white powder from Keto Chow. Use code Maria to save 20%, I believe, and we're gonna use cherry extract today. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon in there. There we go. Again, you can use strawberry, orange, whatever you want, and then I'm just gonna mix it a little bit. You don't want to overmix it, otherwise it will turn out like styrofoam, which everybody complains of. It's just because you overmix it. So just use a spatula to get the rest of that mixed well. I'm gonna get rid of the stand mixer here. And then you're going to need a large baking sheet. So I have one right here. Flip it over. So on the baking sheet, you want to spray it well. go, the bone stick. It doesn't have to be like a perfect size. This one's a little bit too big, but I'm just gonna form this into the shape that I want. So you want a rectangle right now. So, there we go. Ooh, it smells like cherry. Love it. You want to spread it to like a 1/2 inch thick. And a rectangle shape. And then you want your oven to 325. And then this is going to go into that oven just for a few minutes, just to bake it through. You don't really want it too much color on it. There we go. So this is going to go to the oven, and we'll catch you back in a little bit. Okay, so while the bread is baking, the base of the buns, I'm going to get the filling ready, and I'm going to show you what to do with the yolks. So the filling, it's 8 ounces of cream cheese. I have 2 versions of this. If you want a less calorie, lower fat, more of a protein sparing version, follow the other filling on the link that is below, okay? But this is the cream cheese one, okay? So what you're going to do is cream cheese is going to go into a bowl. Now, I was teaching my son this yesterday. You have to loosen the cream cheese before you add anything to it, because otherwise it will get very, very clumpy. So loosen it so there's no clumps. There we go. Just like that. And then you can start adding what you want to it. Now you can sweeten it with whatever you want. I'm going to use some monk fruit drops and stevia glycerite. Most people are like, I don't like stevia. Try stevia glycerite. It's a thick honey that's a non-bitter stevia, okay? And then I'm going to add some, oh, where's my cherry? Some cherry extract here. Just a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to thin it out with some almond milk. Let's see. Almond milk or heavy cream, whatever you have on hand. There we go. And mix that together until it's smooth. And that is going to be your filling. Taste it, make sure it's sweet enough to your liking. And then that is your filling. And probably gonna want it a little thinner than this. The exact measurements will be in the link below. Add a little bit more here. There we go. And there is your filling. Stir that until it's smooth. Now, to make the ice cream. Perfect. That's great. Okay, set that aside. Now, this is how I make easy ice cream. I love my blender, I use it all the time. I'm gonna put the yolks into the blender. And I'm actually gonna do a double batch because I have yolks from yesterday also. So we'll get those. And that was the heavy cream you heard. You're going to heat heavy cream on a stovetop. Put the yolks into the blender. You're going to sweeten it with whatever sweetener you want. I'm going to use monk fruit and some stevia glycerite. There we go. Let's get some monk fruit drops in there. Okay. And always add salt to the ice cream. It'll keep it soft and it'll add flavor. You can use less sweetener in desserts when you add salt because salt is a flavor enhancer. It brings the sweetness out. Now, we're going to put this on low. And drizzle this in slowly. Now that just tempered the yolk, so they're not raw anymore when it's piping hot like that. So now all you need to add is unsweetened almond milk to thin it out. You could add water if you want to. But this mixture is going to be hot. You're gonna wanna make sure it's nice and chill before you put it into an ice cream maker. So I'm gonna add the same amount of almond milk that I had at heavy cream. And I actually put a few ice cubes in there too, just to cool it down. It's just, you can't really make ice cream with just heavy cream. It's just gonna be too thick. You need water added, which is why almond milk works. Water, almond milk to the ice cream mixture. And then just blend that up and set it aside for the ice cream maker. But I want to annoy you with the noise, so I'm going to set this aside here while we finish the rolls, because they're all ready. Oops, I unplugged the wrong thing. So, here are the rolls. It's hot. And see how nice they look, like that. Let's aim this down a little bit now. Don't need it so high. Now, what I'm going to do here is put the filling mixture all over it. Keep your oven on because you're gonna go back in. Don't turn it off. Just spread it evenly. And then have a pizza cutter ready, because you're gonna use a pizza cutter to cut 5 cuts to make 6 rolls. And also have a pie pan ready. Here, where is it? All right, so see that? I'm going to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, mark them so you make them even. 1, 2, I have this really great pizza cutter from Positano. Actually, it's from Ravello in Italy. You should join me on the Italy trip. It's amazing. And then we have our pie pan. I'm going to spray it like that. And then the rolls, you basically roll up just like you would a cinnamon roll. And this is where you would do my cinnamon roll filling instead. That full recipe is on ketomaria.com, and then it goes right on into the pan like that. I also have caramel rolls, and it's the same thing. The filling is just different, and the topping is different. So there we go. That might be a good middle one. Super big. Roll that up and into the pie pan. There we go. And if you make these on Instagram and you tag me and you mention me in your picture, I will repost it so you get more followers. So check that out. Or on TikTok, whatever. Those actually really make my whole family, we love those pictures when people are at a birthday party making our recipes. It's super cute. So here, that is going to go into the oven for a couple more minutes. Now the glaze topping is very, very simple. You're going to start with powdered either allulose or like powdered swerve, something like that. You're going to add that to a bowl, and you could add your extract, you know, like vanilla if you want to do vanilla. I have a little bit of cherry. And then I'm actually going to add a touch of stevia glycerate just to round out the sweetness. Sometimes when you blend sweeteners, it tastes way better. And then you're going to add your almond milk or heavy cream, just a little bit. Now, the cool thing is like user-proof. If it's too thin, add more allulose. If it's too thick, add more heavy cream. Like this is a little too thin for a glaze. I'm going to add a little more allulose. and then just stir, and then that is going to go over the top of the rolls. Simple, simple. Now that's good, yeah. There, just like that. Now I'm gonna finish the ice cream while the rolls are made. So I'm gonna put my ice cream, this is chilled, this is very, very frozen. If it's not completely frozen, the ice cream will not set. So make sure it's been in there like overnight. I just keep it in there because I make this all the time. That goes in there, this goes in here. And the thing about like making ice cream, it doesn't really work if you use erythritol, and that would be Swerve, Lancanto. That will harden the ice cream like a rock. That's why you could use allulose, and always adding salt helps. I don't know, I've just always just used the stevia glycerate and monk fruit drops. So now we're gonna turn it on and pour the mixture in. And within a few, I don't know, 15 minutes, you're gonna have ice cream and orange rolls. Delicious. Oh, what I do suggest is try the mixture. If you need it more sweet, add more sweet. If it's too sweet, maybe add some more heavy cream and almond milk. Okay, so now that everything's done, oh, you could add vanilla to your ice cream. I don't think I mentioned that. You could add the cherry extract to make cherry flavor, a little bit of almond, whatever. Sometimes we make eggnog ice cream with a little bit of nutmeg and that type of, and a little bit of rum extract. So what I do when I make ice cream is I put it into individual ramekins, because otherwise I tend to eat more than I should. I grew up a part of the Clean Plate Club where you finished everything. So if it's not gone, I don't finish it. Or it's not gone, I finish it, right? So I always put it in ramekins, which I have a variety of them. Anyway, I want to show you the rolls. I also have, look at, this is the easy bread made from water and egg whites. Ta-da! I'm going to make some French toast with that. So awesome, awesome. Anyway, let's move this aside because our rolls are done. So here are the rolls. Before you put the icing on them, you want to make sure they're a little cool. And I'm just going to drizzle that on as much as you want. Maybe save some extra for people that like the glaze. And ta-da, you have rolls that were made in 15 minutes, people. Come on, you can do this. Super easy, super delicious, no excuses. Faster than running to the store and buying some donuts, and they're delicious. If you want to change your life like I've changed mine with food, I would be honored to help you. Many of you don't know that I was twice my size. I had acid reflux. I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had depression. I had IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, and food changed my life. And not only did that happen, I get to eat good food, right? Good food. So if you want to eat good food, I have perfected meal plans made by me and personal help with supplements or modifications if you have Hashimoto's, if you have Graves, if you have IBS, if you have PCOS, contact me. I would be honored to help you. You can go to keto-adapted.com and find a lot of different options there for personalized help, or message me by commenting below on this YouTube video, or you can check me out at mariamindbodyhealth.com. Mahalo.